Hello everyone, this is Seaton with Sargent Plans. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am prepping all of my planners for the first quarter of the new year. I think starting a new planner is such an empowering feeling, and it brings about new goals and a newfound sense of motivation. Plus, I think we all want to start the new year as organized and ready as we possibly can. Now, the first thing I do when starting a new planner is a brain dump. So a brain dump doesn't need to be fancy or special. Grab any kind of paper and start writing everything that comes to your mind. So you can see on my brain dump, I've broken it down by monthly goals, important dates, quarter one goals, a seasonal, anything budget, appointments I need to schedule and when, and appointments that I already have scheduled. I keep this with me in the back of my planner. And then as new things come up or something, if I remember in August that I need to call a plumber, I write that down here. And then every quarter I take this sheet out of my planner and I focus on the next quarter of the year. The next thing I like to have with me as well is a list of my company's PTO days and my son's school calendar. So this would be an excellent time before you set up your planner to gather any schedules, any goals, birthdays, quarterly payments that you might have due. If you have HOA fees, write everything down that you possibly can. Anything that's swimming around in that head, just write it all down. Once you've put it down, that will ensure that you don't forget anything when you are preparing your new planner. Now, when it comes to actually setting up my planner, like I mentioned, I focus on a quarter of the year at a time. I feel like it's less overwhelming that way. And also at the end of the quarter, I get to start with all new months. And I also take that time to figure out what worked, what didn't work, and make any adjustments that I might need. Now, if you watched my planner stack video, you know that I'm using 8 planners this year. And I'm going to be putting them all, with the exception of one, in this cover. Now, this is an old cover. I just love the colors. I think it is really pretty. It's a quote from Brené Brown, and it says, "Sometimes the bravest and most important thing you can do is just show up." I've already got it on my expander disc. These are rose gold expander discs. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put my work planner in here. Again, I'm using 3 months of my 2021 work planner. Okay. So at the back of my planner, I like to keep my work planner. So that is the first quarter of 2021 for my work planner. I'm just going to go ahead and put a tab in here. A bookmark, sorry. Okay. The next section I'm going to add is my house planner or home planner. I went with the HomeBuddy seasonal for this, and I use it for meal planning on the monthly. I don't do a lot of decorating in this planner, And then my weeklies are chores and things that I want to get done around the house, as well as I use the left side here for things I need to pick up at the store, or whatever the case may be. Now I'm also going to take out my spring to-do list or seasonal to-do list. And I'm going to put that at the end here. That way I can start making plans to get all this stuff done. The end of March, beginning of April is pretty much spring here in New Hampshire. Okay. The next planner that I'm going to put in here is my kids planner. I use this for anything related to my children. Okay. My next section will be my social media section, and if you watched my planner stack video, I was going to use my Wild Style Classic vertical, but then I found this beauty on clearance at Michael's, and you know I had to have it. So I'm gonna put this dashboard in here to separate out my social media section from the others. Okay. All right. My next section is my fitness section. I am starting back on my Weight Watchers journey. So now I'm going to include with this section the name page. This is the habits, and the habits, I guess it's just a habits layout. And I'm going to be using this to track my monthly goals as far as weight loss goes, and then daily weight on these pages. So I want these in this planner. I didn't take them out of the other ones because I didn't think I would be using it. Now with the fitness section, I'm actually going to only include the month of January. I'll switch these out just for the sake of space. Also, I use the inside of this as a food log, and I don't need 3 months of this ahead of time. So I'm just going to put January in here. And I will put my bookmark in this page here. And the last section to go in is my catch-all. So I am going to be, let's see. I've got my goals page here that I made the other day. So I want to put that right up in the front. My winter bucket list will go here. And then I am going to put 3 months of this in here. She is chunky. All right, so after my fitness section, I am going to add a folder. And in this folder, I will keep my son's school schedule, and then anything else that I might need. Now, I also like to have a journaling section in my planner. So I've just pulled this tab out here. It's from a notebook, a Happy Notes. And then I'm just going to put some blank paper in here. So I use this area for journaling, brain dumps, and then just to have paper handy as I need it so I don't have to go searching for it. Okay. The last thing I like to do is I like to have a monthly habit tracker on each of my months. And I like to go ahead and just put those in there ahead of time. That way, if I think of a new habit or, you know, the new month comes and I don't have to go digging around for things. Okay, perfect. Now let's flip to my home section. Actually, one more thing here. Because I'm not including my budget planner in this, mostly because I did not want to have all my personal financials included in my planner that I'm hopefully going to be taking around with me if we ever leave the house. I picked up these expense trackers, and what I'll do is track weekly spending on these, and then on Wednesday nights, I sit down and I do a budget review. My husband and I both get paid on every Thursday. So on Wednesday nights, I sit down and I do a budget review. So I just want to put these in here so I have them ready to go. I'm not going to do all the weeks because this planner is already pretty chunky. The nice thing too about just doing a quarter at a time is I'll be able to, you know, next quarter decide if this worked for me. The last thing I want to do is flip to my home section. And I use the monthly for overall dinner planning. And then in each weekly, I'm going to be putting a meal plan sheet in here. So these little meal plan sheets are perfect for planning breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then on the back, there's a grocery list. So I can actually just take this out and bring this sheet of paper with me. Or sometimes I like to put it on these grocery lists. Okay. And again, I'm only going to include these on the month that I'm currently in, just to keep the keep it from being so chunky. Look at that. There's a lot going on here. This is my works PTO schedule for vacation. So, I mean for holidays. So I'm just going to put that in the back there as well. All right. We are set up and ready to go. Now, the next thing I'll do is make some labels for my top tab here so that I can quickly see the different sections. I also need to add in a couple more dashboards so that I can easily track where I am. All right, I think I am prepped and ready to go for the new year. So I bought this folio from the winter release, and I'm really hoping this fits in here. Even with these big old chunky discs on it. And it does. Perfect. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're new here, I hope you consider subscribing and look me up on Instagram. It's @SergeantPlans. Thanks for watching.